A man just thought of a cute girl before falling asleep, and the next day, a girl actually crawled into his tent to call him up. His own luck peaked. A skill others struggled to master? Jason nailed it in one try, and he didn't stop there. While others huddled for survival, Jason soloed through the beginner's realm. When the class was magic to a fantasy world, he sneaked into a ventilation shaft, hoping to stay behind, but a flash of light later, he stood before an elderly god of summoning. Pick a job and go, the god urged. All powerful skills were gone, only the villager class remained. The god, guilt-ridden, gifted Jason every leftover skill, and banished him to the new world. In his villager's starter gear, Jason rolled the dice for his stats, a casual throw, but they landed on letters. Oblivious, he allocated all to luck. Maxed out. His status showed 2 titles, Outcast, No Partying, and Slave Master, others as minions. Then he slipped on villagers' contacts. Suddenly, he could appraise anything. Foraging for food? Goblins attack. No choice, he channeled magic into a stick, crushed one, dueled the other.
攻撃は単調。動きが読める。
First battle? A confidence boost. Goblins weren't a threat. That night, prepping rabbit stew, he chased the creature 2 miles, only to stumble on classmates. He almost waved, then thought, alone might be safer. The once haughty prom queens now offered themselves as Jason's slaves. Minutes earlier, he'd overheard the bad boys plot to claim their classmates by force. Jason didn't want trouble until he saw the nerds battling goblins. 2 sneaking up, he smacked them with a stick. Comic-sharing buddies, after all. Post-fight, he invited the 4 to dinner. They told him, everyone's on the run. Back at the world's start, while others wept for home, the nerds geeked out over their god-given powers. When Pierce froze at goblins, they summoned weapons, slaughtered foes. Later, under the S leadership, the group camped by the river, united. Nerds shared intel, the assigned roles. Hope flickered, but harmony shattered one night. Bad boys torched the camp, chanting, girls as our harem. The queens, surprisingly, blamed the nerds. Betrayed, the nerds hightailed it. Jason listened, fed them mushroom stew, packed rations for their exit. Himself, he stayed solo. Then, one night, foraging, he ran into the Queen's crew. He legged it, but they latched onto him like lifelines. Their plea for help triggered his slave master skill. Problem? No idea how to reverse it. Now they're his mindless puppets, clinging to commands. The campus beauties, with tears glistening in their eyes, fixed their gaze on Jason. This made Jason a bit shy. The campus beauties hoped to learn wilderness survival skills from Jason. Little did they know, Jason's enslavement skill activated on its own. Before they came to their senses, the campus beauties had already become his slaves. Jason didn't want to keep the campus beauties by his side. If the class president found out, he would be in deep trouble, even if he jumped into the Yellow River. Sure enough, the class president immediately noticed something was wrong with the campus beauties. Jason had no choice but to confess what happened, but it seemed like nobody believed him. He could only sneak away. However, the class president didn't plan to let him go easily. She tried to wake up the girls to verify the truth. It wasn't until the girls confirmed Jason's innocence. Then, the class president led all the girls to thank Jason. Seeing this, Jason decided to head home. When the girls learned that Jason had actually built a house in another world, they urgently called a second meeting. Spurred on by the girls, the class president shyly proposed that she wanted to spend the night at Jason's place that evening. This made Jason lose his composure. Just thinking about such a good thing was enough to make him feel heated. Then, Jason took the girls back to his mansion. Now, they could finally get rid of the tent life. After seeing the bathroom in Jason's home, the girls let loose and performed a 1-second outfit change for Jason. Jason had no choice but to sleep in the tent by himself. At this moment, the class president appeared. Once again, she thanked Jason on behalf of the girls for his help. Ever since the group of otakus was forced to leave, all the other guys had gone their separate ways. The girls who stayed behind felt very uneasy. Thankfully, with Jason's help, they were able to calm down. She felt extremely guilty. As the class president, she couldn't do anything well. Jason comforted her that she had done a great job and not to think too much about it, and to go back and rest early. In the middle of the night, Jason couldn't fall asleep. His mind was filled with thoughts of the cute girls. A man just thought of a cute girl before falling asleep, and the next day, a girl actually crawled into his tent to call him up. Jason was embarrassed and changed the topic to what's for breakfast. Upon hearing that there was roasted fish, Jason got extremely excited, because he simply couldn't catch any fish by himself. He could only watch the fish in the river while eating mushrooms every day. The reason why the girls could do it with ease was that one of them knew how to use lightning magic. Jason begged to see it again. The girl had no choice but to use her lightning magic once more. Jason immediately used his packaging magic, and then personally experienced experienced the thrill of lightning magic. Thus, Jason also learned lightning magic. It turned out that as long as he covered it with his packaging magic, he could acquire the magic of that attribute. The class president exclaimed that this was just like a cheating skill, but Jason still felt that other people's skills were the best. Next, the girls planned to head to the town, but the class president asked Jason to help everyone level up first. However, when Jason took a look, he realized that everyone was in their 20s level, while he himself was only at level 7. Fortunately, at this time, some prey came to deliver themselves. Jason asked everyone to defeat these goblin dogs. The girls were eager to give it a try, but soon, they were slapped in the face. The goblin dogs won completely. The girls gathered together to reflect, and then rallied, pledged to make the goblin dogs pay. But the girl who called Jason up in the morning didn't leave. She apologized to Jason, saying that she should have tested Jason in the morning. It was because she had been attacked by other wretched guys before, leaving a psychological shadow, so she was very scared, worried that Jason would be the same. But later, she found that Jason was different from other guys. The next day, the girls continued to challenge the goblin dogs, but the class president stopped them. She suggested that the girls should have some special training first, so everyone went to challenge the goblins first. Not long after, the goblin dogs came to attack. The girls stood up bravely. With everyone's cooperation, the goblin dogs were finally defeated. The girls even developed a wartime friendship with the goblin dogs. Jason was extremely happy. Now, he could finally return to his life as an outsider, but it seemed that the class president still didn't plan to let him off. A casual strike from the man knocks the mighty pig-headed creature to the ground. Even with the most basic magical attack, he can instantly defeat the pig-headed creature again. This time, even he himself can't understand it. Meanwhile, the girls immediately idolize him on the spot. In the middle of the night, Jason senses other presences nearby, only to find that it's just the muscular guys from his class. Jason thinks they came to follow the girls, but in reality, they specifically came to warn Jason to be careful, because a terrifying ability to steal skills has appeared in the class. Unbeknownst to them, their conversation is overheard by the class monitor. The next day, the class monitor takes Jason for a private conversation. She confesses that she heard his conversation with the muscular guys yesterday, and apologizes for keeping something from him all this time. Little does she know, Jason has already seen through it. The ability to steal skills is actually in the hands of the class monitor. The class monitor is very surprised, because Jason doesn't seem worried at all. After all, stealing is a terrifying ability that takes someone's life, and steals their skills at the same time. Anyone would feel scared knowing this, but Jason says he believes her. This deeply moves the class monitor. At this moment, they notice someone in the distance being surrounded by a pack of wolves. The class monitor wants to go save them, but Jason advises against taking such a risk. However, the class monitor insists on saving them. She still hopes to lend a hand. Jason has no choice but to comply. He reduces his own weight, then applies wind magic to his feet. This way, he can achieve short-term flight. But unexpectedly, the strong wind just now also sweeps the class monitor into it. As Jason and the class monitor fall, all the dire wolves are defeated by the shockwave. The one trapped is an adventurer from this world. They originally received a quest from the Union to hunt monsters, but didn't expect a green giant wolf to appear among the dire wolves. After hearing this, Jason provides roasted mushrooms to the adventurers to restore their strength for free. After eating a few bites, they quickly recover their spirits. The only thing that bothers Jason is, two unkempt uncles can actually team up with three big beauties. Later, with the help of the adventurers, Jason finally manages to bring the girls to the town in this different world. The girls' whistle pierced the air, a signal that rallied a crowd of her peers in seconds. Their plan? To storm the adventurers' guild together. But upon arrival, they found its halls simmering with hostility. Every adventurer there glowered like caged beasts. The man Jason had saved earlier broke rank to deliver a message. The guild master wanted an audience. Steeling himself for a reprimand, Jason faced the stern-faced leader only to watch her demeanor shift abruptly. "Your intervention saved lives," she declared, gratitude softening her tone. At the magic stone exchange, Jason withdrew a cascade of glimmering stones, their quantity silencing the clerk. Overwhelmed, the official stammered for him to return tomorrow to tally the fortune. Meanwhile, the girls breezed through registering as adventurers, their unexpected level 30 status sparking odd respect from onlookers. Yet when Jason approached the desk, he was blocked by a red tape, level 10 minimum. He'd hit a cruel cliff at level 9. Tyro adventurers started at 10, veterans at 20, and lone warriors needed 30 to earn true recognition. The next day, Jason claimed his windfall and wandered into a decrepit shop specializing in dungeon contraptions. His gaze landed on treasures, cloaks of illusion, gauntlets of might, staves that kindled infernos. Then something peculiar caught his eye, a trinket labeled 7th accessory. He already owned one, though its purpose remained a mystery. The shopkeeper clarified, the necklace could fuse 7 gears, granting all their powers simultaneously. Jason's mind raced, dozens abilities at once? But before he could act, the class monitor's sudden entrance triggered disaster. A careless gesture merged the shop's entire inventory into the accessory. The total? Over 10 million coins. Poverty struck in an instant. Desperate to earn earn cash, Jason considered hunting monsters, but town rules barred outsiders unless registered. Attempting to slip past the girls' group in his shadowy cloak nearly ended in disaster. A vigilant classmate spotted his aerial escape, nearly exposing his tricks. His first escape plan imploded. Refusing defeat, Jason plotted again. The next morning, he begged to join the girls' expedition, only for the monitor to block him, wary of his flight instincts. Undeterred, he smirked, already cooking up a new scheme.